In this video, we're going to show you how to connect a Juniper Geode to a Windows device and ultimately ArcGIS Pro to be able to collect data directly to a geodatabase. So let's get started. So the first step would be to turn on the receiver. Now that the receiver is on, I'm going to go ahead and hit my Windows key. I'm going to launch Geode Connect for Windows. This way we can confirm our NMEA settings and some other COM port settings for ArcGIS Pro. So at the top here, we can see that the geode is connected on COM5. So we're actually going to use that COM5 within ArcGIS Pro. We are using SBAS, which is what we want for the geode to get sub-meter results. And we're currently getting about 2-foot accuracy. If I hit the 3 lines in the top left, I'm going to want to check the receiver configuration. I want to make sure that all of my NMEA sentences are on and that I am GPS and multi-GNSS. Obviously, if you're using N-trip for higher accuracy, using the GNS3 model, then you would want to check N-trip configuration in case you're going to be using VRS. You could also be using Atlas as well if you happen to have an Atlas subscription, again for a GNS3 device. Now that we've configured and confirmed, we're good to go ahead and close this application. What I like to do first, however, is disconnect by clicking the geode up top and disconnecting so that we can connect to COM port 5 within ArcGIS Pro. Here we've opened up ArcGIS Pro. Let's go ahead and start with a new map. So we'll create a new map, and here we're going to call this Juniper Geode Video. Now that our map is open, we're going to go ahead and start by looking into the settings. So we're going to go to Project, then we're going to go to Options, and within Options, we're going to go to the Device Location tab underneath Application. We want to specify COM5, which was the last one that I used, and as of now, it's saying Detecting. If we hit Properties, we can actually see specific information about the antenna height of the receiver. You could even specify the coordinate system of the receiver, as well as the baud rate, data bits, parity, and stop bits. The only thing that we're going to change here as of now is the coordinate system of the receiver. In this case, it's actually going to be ITRF 2014. To do this, we'll go to the search bar and just type in 2014. If we hit enter, it's now filtered. So we can expand geographic coordinate system, go to world, and choose ITRF 2014. For the vertical, we want to select EGM 96 gravity related, and it would be under world. And let's go ahead and select that. We'll hit OK. We'll hit test connection to verify things are working. Successfully connected to COM5. Now we can click OK. Now you see that it's ready, and it even shows your Bluetooth icon. We can now set our accuracy threshold if we would like. Right now, let's just say that 1 meter is the minimum required accuracy. We'll go ahead and hit OK. Now we're back to our main map window. We'll hit back. Now we'll go to our View ribbon at the top. Once in there, we'll go to our Device Location group and enable Location. Here you'll see that we've got our position tracked on the map. Right now we can say to keep at center, keep within view, or track up. We'll leave these OK. Go back to our View. If we go to View ribbon again, we can hit the drop down if you want to see location details. The Device Location pane shows the longitude, latitude, altitude in meters, and a bunch of other useful metrics here. At the top of the Device Location pane, we see the SNR, the sky plot, and all the way over we can configure how we log from the receiver to the feature class. This is what we'll set up next. Now we're going to specify the output feature class. I'm going to hit the folder button here. It takes me into my default geodatabase, and I happen to want this feature class here that I pre-created. Keep in mind that that feature class has to match the coordinate system on the X, Y, and Z for this to work. If you click Learn More, you'll see a website pop up that explains how this works. Let's set our sample interval to 1 meter. That way it will log every 1 meter as we traverse. Let's go ahead and hit Start. So the first thing I did was bring my point feature class in that I'm logging to, as well as some reference imagery. We'll go ahead and start moving here. You'll see my path as I move on the screen, and periodically I've found that you have to refresh in the bottom right in order for the points to kind of display properly. Of course, when you're done, they will all render completely. Now I have stopped logging, and you can see all of my points rendered over the imagery here. If we look at the attribute table, we can see latitude, longitude, elevation in meters, as well as our estimated accuracy horizontal, vertical, our fixed time, as well as some other very useful metrics that come from running the GNSS or GPS metadata tool in ArcGIS Pro. Thanks again for joining us for another AllTerra Central technical video. Until next time.